Hello and welcome, my name's Jessica Rose. In this video I'm going to show you how to make some chain and bead earrings. So I'm working with this lovely hammered gold plated chain today. You can buy chain online, all different shapes and sizes, and obviously you don't need to use this exact chain, but I'm going to show you how you can incorporate chain with your beads to create this nice little design. So I've got my chain here, I've got a couple of links, I've got an ear wire ready to go. We do have a video on how to make ear wires, so you can check that out if you'd like to do that. And I've got a briolette bead for the bottom. Then I have some 0.4mm gold plated wire, which I'm going to use to attach the bead. And I have my basic pliers, so I've got some chain nose pliers, I've got some side cutters, and I have some round nose pliers here as well. So let's get started. First we're going to work with the briolette. Briolettes are beads that have a hole drilled at the top, and I'm going to thread my briolette through my wire, leaving just a little bit on one side to work with, and I'm going to pull it up to create a triangle in the middle on both sides, and I want to try and make that as even as possible. I want to leave a little bit of a gap at the top next to the bead so that I'm not putting too much pressure on the bead, because you can break your briolettes if you're not careful. Then using the small wire I'm going to wrap it around just once over to the other side, and this wire here I'm going to pull it just in the middle so it's at a 90-degree angle with my wrapping wire. Then I'm going to wrap round a couple more times just to secure that in place. Then I'm ready to cut off the excess with my side cutters. And I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to just tuck that sharp end in. So every time we cut, we tuck the sharp end in. Wonderful. Okay, so next I want to add on my chain. I'm going to use my round nose pliers to create a loop to do that, and because my chain is quite chunky, I'm going to create a sizable loop to make sure it fits nicely on the chain. So I'm going to go quite a bit of a way down the pliers, not all the way at the bottom, but a little bit more than half of the way down. Holding onto my briolette, I'm just going to bend the wire about a 45-degree angle away, and I'm going to pull the wire up and over and across there. So before I go any further, I now need to add on my chain. So I'm going to thread it through. All the way around. And I have quite a length of 0.4mm wire because I'm going to be doing lots of wrapping. And I'm just going to place that in the loop that I've made for it. So I'm going to put my pliers, my round nose pliers, back in with the chain on that side out of the way, and I'm just going to go under and around to create a nice little wrap there. And do it again. Then you can either, if your loop at the top is a little bit wonky like mine, put my pliers back in, hold the piece at the bottom and just twist it a bit to adjust it. You can either leave your round nose pliers in if that feels comfortable to hold it, or you can hold it with your fingers like I'm going to do now. And we're going to start wrapping. So I'm going to wrap down the bead. And I try to do my wraps as neatly as possible. They won't be perfect, but we do what we can. And we just go one after the other, holding it nice and tightly. And I'm going to cover that triangle I made in the beginning. And you can choose how far down you want to go. I'm not going to go super far with these because I just want it to give the nice effect at the top. And once I'm finished, I'm going to turn to the back. I'm going to use my chain nose pliers, and I'm just going to create an L shape at the back of the piece just by pushing down like that. And what that does is it pushes the wire against the bead, and it makes it a bit easier for me to cut off the excess wire. I'm just going to get right in there and cut it off. Then very gently, using my chain nose pliers, I'm just going to tuck that little end in. I do want to be careful not to mess up all the wraps that I've done so far. And just kind of condition the wire to be as close as possible to the bead. And it is now attached at the bottom. It's still slightly wonky at the top, so I'm going to go in again with my round nose pliers and just hold the piece and adjust it a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with that now. So next I'm ready to attach my ear wire on the other side. And I have an ear wire here which I've made. You can also get shop bought ones. And I'm just going to use my round nose pliers to open this loop at the back. Just enough to fit my chain in. Thread it in there. It's quite a big chain. There we go. And round nose pliers again go in to just close that loop off. And we are done. There we have our lovely gold and black onyx earrings. A really lovely way to incorporate chain into your design, play around with using beads and also wires for your ear wires. So good luck with making this project. I look forward to seeing how you do it with your own unique designs. Obviously you can combine it with other beading skills to make more elaborate pieces as well. I'd love to see what you make, so do come and share it with me over on the Jewelers Academy Facebook page. You can also tag us in your social media posts at Jewelers Academy and on Instagram. If you like this video, do give it a like, and I'd love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find lots more tutorials on jewellery making and how to run a successful jewellery business. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you on another video very soon. Bye for now.